Have you ever tried to break a bad habit and failed again and again?
You promise yourself, this time I'll change. But a few days later, you're right back where you started.
Why does that happen? Why is it so hard to stop doing the things we know are bad for us?
Today, we're going to uncover the truth about habits, and more importantly, how to finally break the bad ones for good.
This is English Success, the podcast that helps you grow your English and your mindset at the same time.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Emma.
If you want to improve your English while becoming your best self, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community.
Because success doesn't start with luck, it starts with your habits.
Let's get started.
You know, Jake, I've realized something. People don't create bad habits on purpose. Nobody wakes up and says, "Today, I'm going to waste time on my phone for 3 hours."
Yeah, no one plans that. But the truth is, every bad habit actually serves a purpose. It gives you something: comfort, distraction, or a quick reward.
Exactly. For example, when you feel stressed, you might grab your phone, scroll social media, or eat something sweet because it gives you a tiny bit of pleasure right now.
Right. But that quick pleasure often leads to long-term pain, guilt, wasted time, or low energy.
So, the key to breaking bad habits isn't just about stopping them. It's about understanding why you do them.
Yes. Ask yourself, what am I getting from this? Maybe you're bored, lonely, or anxious. Once you understand that emotion, you can replace the habit with something healthier.
I love that because every bad habit is basically a message from your brain saying, "I need something."
Exactly, and your job is to listen and respond in a smarter way.
Like, instead of scrolling your phone when you're stressed, take a short walk, stretch, or just breathe for a few minutes.
It's all about awareness. You can't change what you don't notice.
So true. The first step to breaking any bad habit is awareness. Once you see the pattern, you can choose a new one.
And that's where real change begins.
Okay, now that we understand why bad habits exist, let's talk about what to do next. How to actually replace them.
Yes, that's the most powerful part: replacing, not erasing. You know, Emma, most people fail to break bad habits because they focus on removing them, not replacing them.
Exactly. You can't just erase a habit and leave an empty space. Your brain hates emptiness. It will always fill that space with something else.
That's why people quit social media for a week and then come back twice as much.
Right? Because they didn't replace that time with something that gives them the same reward, like learning, walking, or connecting with real people.
So the idea is simple. Don't fight your habits. Reprogram them.
For example, if you always reach for your phone when you're bored, replace that with a quick English podcast or reading a page from a book.
Or if you eat junk food when you feel stressed, replace it with drinking water, going for a walk, or writing your thoughts down.
The goal isn't to punish yourself for bad habits, it's to build better ones that serve the same emotional need, but in a healthier way.
I like to say this: don't focus on what you're losing. Focus on what you're gaining.
Beautifully said. Because when you replace a habit, you're not just changing behavior, you're changing identity.
Yes? You start becoming the kind of person who says, I take care of myself, or I use my time wisely.
And that identity shift is what keeps new habits alive long term.
So remember, don't erase, replace.
Love that. Okay, in the next part, we're going to talk about how to start small and why small steps lead to big results.
Let's go there.
You know, Jake, I think people fail to change their habits because they try to do too much at once.
Oh, absolutely. They go from I never work out to I'll exercise every day. And by day 3, they quit.
Exactly. Real success isn't about doing huge things once. It's about small, consistent actions.
Yeah, it's not about intensity. It's about consistency. Small steps create momentum, and momentum creates transformation.
I love that. Even reading one page a day or doing 5 push-ups builds discipline.
Right. Every small win tells your brain, I keep my promises.
And that's how confidence grows. Not from big leaps, but from tiny victories repeated every day.
Exactly. Start small and you'll go far. You know, Emma, people often underestimate how much their environment controls their habits. We think it's all about discipline, but really it's about design. If you keep snacks on your table, you'll eat them. If your phone is right next to you, you'll grab it every few minutes. It's not weakness, it's human nature. That's why one of the smartest things you can do is change your surroundings. Make good habits easy and bad habits hard. If you want to stop watching TV late at night, unplug it or move the remote. If you want to read more, put a book where you can see it. It's simple, but it works, because your environment always wins.
That's so true, Jake. And it's not just about the physical space, it's also about the people around you. If you spend your time with people who complain, procrastinate, or make excuses, you'll eventually start doing the same. But if you surround yourself with people who are disciplined, positive, and growing, you'll naturally start leveling up too.
Exactly. So make sure your surroundings support the person you want to be, not the person you're trying to leave behind.
You know, Jake, the hardest part about breaking bad habits isn't starting. It's staying kind to yourself when you slip. Most people expect perfection. One mistake, and they think, I failed.
Yeah, but that's not failure. That's part of growth. Every time you fall and get back up, you're actually teaching your brain resilience.
Exactly. Change is never a straight line. It's messy, emotional, and human. So instead of punishing yourself, celebrate small wins, even tiny ones.
Right. You didn't check your phone first thing this morning? That's progress. You paused before reacting? That's growth. These moments are proof that you're changing, even if it doesn't look perfect yet.
So be patient, be gentle, because the way you talk to yourself shapes the person you become.
Exactly. Change takes time, but every day you try, you're already winning.
So, to wrap it up, breaking bad habits isn't about willpower alone. It's about awareness, small steps, and being kind to yourself along the way.
Exactly. Every small change you make today shapes the person you'll be tomorrow. Stay consistent. That's where real power lies.
If you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe to English Success and share it with someone who needs a little push to start fresh.
Thanks for listening. Keep growing, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next episode of English Success.